Good, happy Sunday afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of This Week with Riley King. Let's begin. We got a lot of political coverage to get to, so let's get started. First up, will Biden wage a confirmation battle over Attorney General? Some current DOJ insiders hope so. The president-elect could make a final decision in the coming days. As Joe Biden nears a much-anticipated decision over his choice for Attorney General, several current officials inside the Justice Department have told ABC News they want the president-elect to launch a continuous confirmation battle against Republican lawmakers if that's what it will take to put the right person in place. Biden administration has most robust climate change plan ever, Jennifer Granholm said. The current climate crisis poses an economic opportunity, she said. President-elect Joe Biden's newly announced nominee for Energy Secretary, former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm, said she has not yet been briefed about the massive cyber attack that has affected several government agencies, including the Department of Energy, which oversees the country's nuclear stockpile, but acknowledged the severity of the expensive hack. Top intelligence Democrat accused Russia of cyber hack that resulted in big haul. Senator Mark Warren added that the breach may be ongoing. As the United States officials continue to assess the impact of a widespread cyber hack of several federal agencies and large private companies, the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee agreed Sunday with the consensus view that Russia was responsible for the attack and took aim at President Trump for downplaying that assessment. He spoke on This Week ABC with George, and let's hear what he said. Let's take a look at this clip.
And is it under control right now, or is it still ongoing? If this attack, you mentioned SolarWinds, 18,000 customers, ubiquitous across industry and government. We have narrowed this to companies and agencies that we know the bad guys got in, but they got in and they were in for a long time, so they're very deep. It may be ongoing. We have not discovered how we will ferret them fully out. And one of the things I think we need to realize is when you get into a supply chain of any product, you can go from one company into another, and ultimately get down to some of our most important innovation tools being discovered by our adversaries. This is extraordinarily serious, and when the President of the United States either tries to deflect or is not willing to call out the adversary as we make this attribution, he is not making our country safer.
We know this has been going on since at least March. Are we confident our systems weren't breached before that? And what is the goal of this operation? Is it theft and destruction of data, or is it actual intelligence collection?
So far, the good news is it appears that only the non-classified networks have been breached, where there's no indication yet, at least, that classified networks have been breached, number one. Number two, the amount of information and the targeting of both of companies shows a very, very sophisticated actor. This is classic, obtaining information, critical information, potentially intellectual product. I mentioned FireEye. They actually stole from FireEye. They've revealed their red team tactics of how they would counter a cyber intrusion. So the adversary, very probably, as the Secretary of State said, Russia, came away with a big, big haul, and we're still determining how extensive this attack will be. It will take us literally weeks to continue to ferret this out, and then potentially months to remediate.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And let's also take a look at this clip here.
Senator Warner, thanks for joining us this morning. We saw President Trump downplay the attack yesterday in a tweet saying it's all under control, that China, not Russia, may be behind it. Any doubt it was the Russians?
I would echo what Secretary Pompeo has said and Marco Rubio has said. All indications point to Russia. Matter of fact, FireEye, one of the nation's top cybersecurity companies who got hacked, they also indicted Russia. Thank goodness FireEye came forward, because if they had not come forward, we might not have still been able to even discover the attack. This attack also shows when a nation state brings their best tools to the table, it's very tough for any government agency or company, for that matter, to keep them out. So I think this raises a whole host of questions of how did they get in, stay so long? How do we make sure our government agency, for example, CISA, that's supposed to oversee cybersecurity, there's not even a requirement that private companies, or for that matter, even public agencies, have to affirmatively report that kind of attack or intrusion to CISA. We're going to need to look at a whole new set of rules and, frankly, find ways to align with our allies to prevent this kind of activity from going forward.
Okay, and there you go on that video. By June, anyone who wants a vaccine will have an opportunity to get it, Admiral Brett said. The U.S. reported 249,709 new cases of COVID-19 Friday, a record number. Assistant Secretary of Health Admiral Brett expressed confidence about the vaccine dose availability following allegations that the vaccine dose were cut. He told ABC News chief anchor George Stephanopoulos that the Trump administration is confident that by June, anyone who wants a vaccine will have an opportunity to get one. There are more than 17.6 million coronavirus cases in the U.S., according to data from Johns Hopkins University, and the latest 316,000 people have died as of Sunday. McKesson Corporation, a healthcare company, has begun to distribute the results authorized Moderna vaccine and the supply kits used to administer it, the company said in a statement Sunday. Government officials, including Vice President Mike Pence, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, received COVID-19 vaccines on Friday. President-elect Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden are expected to be vaccinated tomorrow on Monday. The U.S. reported as of Friday 2,407 new cases of COVID-19, a record number, according to the data from Johns Hopkins University. As of Saturday evening, there are more than 113,000 people hospitalized with COVID-19, according to data from COVID-19 Tracking Project. As coronavirus cases rise, some states have reimposed social distancing guidelines. On Friday, Apple announced that it would temporarily close all stores in California, which had more than 43,000 new COVID-19 cases and 272 deaths Saturday. And that does it for this Sunday afternoon edition of This Week with Riley King. Thank you for watching this Sunday edition of This Week with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. I'll see you back here next time for another edition of This Week with Riley King. Goodbye, everyone.